It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, this season we've seen some improvement from them compared to their regular season form last year, and they're currently fourth in the East. And obviously this season, quite a change for the Lakers with Kobe Bryant having retired after 20 seasons. Shaq, you played with Kobe for so long. Any memories of his time with the Lakers you'd like to share with our audience?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Kobe for turning me into Shaq Stradamus. What I mean by that is early in Kobe in my career, playoff game versus Utah. Kobe was the only guy who had guts to take the shot. As you can recall, I think you guys called the game. He shot 3 air balls in a row. He was down. And I saw he was down, and he was still the youngster on the team. I put my arm around his shoulder and said, you know what? One day you're going to be the deadliest game finisher in the universe. And it came to fruition. You know, God saved my butt many times. So, Kobe, thank you for 3 in a row. Thank you for helping me get that statue. Love you, buddy.
Wow, love is
that was right from the heart, wasn't it, Kenny?
I need a napkin. I'm about to get this tear.
I was going to take a tissue.
This is incredible.
Napkin's a little rough.
No, man, not for these. It's multiple tears coming down. But I just remember when he had 81 points, like against the Raptors. I've watched that game on multiple times on television on playback, just to see. And you know what the crazy part about it? He had a terrible first half. He just had an average first half. I wouldn't say terrible, average. And then he exploded in the second half. So I always thought, what if he had 2 halves like the second? He might have had 100.
And you know what? I see your point. I don't want a tissue. I don't even want a napkin. I'd like a paper towel right now. Or then maybe move up to a piece of sandpaper.
Well, Ernie, you're too elegant. No, you're too elegant. How about a handkerchief?
A handkerchief. Oh, that's a good idea.
I can't spell it, but I know how to say it.
I know how to use it. Hey, Kevin.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. Clarkson is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Zubac in at the 5. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, the game's starting to add up as we get in the thick of the season. Just how do players Steve, keep their mental edge during the middle part of a long season?
You got to know it's a grind. You got to prepare physically and mentally. And I think also having teammates to help you. You got to spend a lot of time with each other, work out together, and just get through it. Look at what the prize is, trying to win a championship.
You just answered my next question about getting some help from the team and from your teammates. I'm sure the team is locked in on this too.
Yeah, and there are some days the coach has got to have a great balance. You need some days off, a couple days off just to get away from the game to get recharged.
Good on the second free throw.
It's so hard to slow down the Cavs offensively. Reason why is they spread you out with a lot of shooters, and then they have that guy, LeBron James, who breaks you down, get in the paint, and once you collapse, he kicks it out or he can score the basketball.
Here's Zubac. There's the pick. And Thompson sends it back. Here's James. Love. Great positioning on the putback.
Anticipation and tenacity, two things that makes Kevin Love a terror on the offensive glass.
Clarkson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Zubac, and he jams it with authority.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. And the Cavs with inside-out scoring ability, Steve. You can't just play them for the drive or the outside shot.
Yeah, they're well-rounded. They have shooters, they have penetrators, they have post-up guys, and LeBron is really the one who brings it all together with his playmaking ability.
And here is Ingram following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Over in the corner, Randall. Baseline try. Good D from Love.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
No, not at all. When you see him guarding you, just try to move the basketball on.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's something they better correct quickly because he'll start running wild if they don't defend him any tougher than that.
Here's Randall. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Used the screen and took it all the way.
Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, thanks. And quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one too, guys.
Yeah, I mean, up against this team, finding ways to crack their defensive shell is always going to be the #1 challenge.
You can't stand around. You have to set picks. You have to cut. You have to have body movement to get quality shots.
The first free throw is good. And after his rookie year, it ended with an injury right out of the opening gate. It was great to finally see Julius Randle on the court last season.
Yeah, and when he's focused, guys, he can be a game changer. I mean, loves to attack off the dribble from the elbows, terrific spin move in traffic. And what may be most impressive about his game at this point is his relentlessness as a rebounder.
And the thing about Laker fans, I mean, they've always been used to their team being the favorite to win most nights. Lately, though, it's more about the excitement that their young players bring to the game and hopefully the bright future ahead.
James dishes to Irving. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, goes back up. Rebound the Lakers, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Just lack of mental fortitude. You need to be strong in those situations and deliver when it matters the most.
Now here's Caldwell Pope following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Smith with some nice D. And thinking about the element of excitement that the Lakers bring, it's about watching their tremendous athletes who also happen to have a lot of skill too.
Yeah, it's a different kind of showtime for the Lakers. I mean, it's the joy of watching the young guys grow up and the pain of seeing them make mistakes. One thing we can say about Tinseltown, though, it's never boring.
No. And And it's Ingram missing. Cavaliers leading. Smith the pass to Irving. Cleveland moving it around. And finished off by LeBron.
And credit Kyrie, tremendous vision. Finds the open man.
Lakers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Pass to Clarkson and stolen by Love. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Clarkson against Irving. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. The Cavaliers leading by 4 to the middle. Here's Thompson, and it's denied. They recover it, and the dunk by Love. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to Memphis.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
They got a number of clean shots, but yes, it just wasn't their day, and they were ice cold from outside.
Now LeBron following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. James kicks to Thompson. Tries again. It's deflected. Here's Ingram. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense.
And Brandon Ingram, a 5-star recruit out of Kinston High School. He helped them win 4 straight North Carolina championships, the first time that had happened in the state's history.
And that one falls for Ingram. And Ingram mentored and coached by former NBA great Jerry Stackhouse.
And I wonder if Stack was a little disappointed that Ingram didn't end up becoming a Tar Heel, instead choosing the arch rival and going to Duke. A one-and-done there. It certainly has worked out pretty well for the young fella.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. Cleveland leading by 3, and a wide-open look for Irving. The Cavaliers again can't hit. To the inside, here's Caldwell Pope, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. You talk to anybody around the league about Contavious Caldwell Pope, and they'll talk about his defense. Just an absolute monster, Greg, how he can lock up a perimeter player.
And it's a rarity for a player so young to be so good defensively. He's got quick feet and is aggressive at pressuring the ball. Only 6'5", but has the wingspan of a condor. It really makes it hard to get around.
And when having discussions about the Lakers over the years, one word that has rarely been mentioned is rebuild. The franchise is used to championships, not rebuilding.
And another word that they lack is superstar. You're not accustomed to seeing the Lakers without a true superstar on that roster. And they've also always been a top destination for the A-list free agents.
And a wide open look for James. Off target with his 3.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Ingram dishes to Randle. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Cleveland's gone 105 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And the shot goes in. Smith's got his first basket.
J.R. Smith is strong and athletic enough to do damage inside.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And the first one drops. Steve, you grew up in Detroit and came into a league right after the Bad Boy Pistons had won back-to-back titles with their hard-nosed style of basketball. Do you miss that more physical brand of basketball?
Yeah, I do. Being a Detroiter, growing up watching the Bad Boys, they won championships playing defense, but I think they also was an innovator on the offensive end. People don't realize Bill Laimbeer was one of the first pick-and-pop centers in my era to get a chance to watch him. So Isaiah Joe Dumars, Rodman, Sally, love the way they play. I kind of like the little physical basketball playing back then.
So if someone said to you, the game is different now, but is it necessarily better than it was? Is it more pleasing to watch now than it was, say, in the 90s?
Yeah, I think it's more fluid offensively. I think it was a lot of fouls, but I enjoyed it in that era, but I understand the way they had to clean up the game.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Lakers.
And you see not a lot of corner threes. The defense doing a good job of closing out and denying those shorter distance triples. That's what the smart teams have to do.
The Cavaliers shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Irving passes to Fry. From deep. A rebound by the Lakers. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Even though they aren't in the same conference, each and every game means something in this league.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court. The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
Second chance points can kill you. You must concentrate on the defensive glass.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Randall with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's LeBron. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Memphis. Kicks it out to Love. And another miss by Cleveland.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The shot's good. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Clarkson against Irving. To stop the run. Connects from 3-point range. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from 3-point land. Nothing yet going outside. There's the pick. Clarkson passes to Zubac. And stolen by Fry. The feed to James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Cavaliers, number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Clarkson kicks to Randall. Takes the 13-footer. No good that time. And Cleveland will come the other way.
You know, on a pretty good night for these guys overall, this shooting has been the biggest weakness. You know, even though he's been off the mark this quarter, he's trying not to let it shake his confidence.
Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The Lakers in the lead. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Smith outside. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Randall. Shot from the wing. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Looking now at some numbers for J.R. Smith. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
There's the screen. LeBron outside, off the pick. And the shot falls short this time.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. The Cavaliers trail by 4. LeBron kicks to Fry. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Keeping his head on a swivel, LeBron locates the open man.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And LeBron James achieving the highlight of his career, helping lead the Cavs to their first title in franchise history, and Cleveland's first title in over 50 years. Really hard to overstate what it meant to the city and his legacy.
And there's been a lot of negativity, Greg, directed LeBron's way. Cavs fans who felt betrayed when he left, analysts who questioned his greatness. What does that 2016 title now do to them?
I think it changes a lot, especially for those in Cleveland. For the analysts who question LeBron's place in history, I think his 2 titles in Miami had already done a lot to cement his reputation. The 2016 title should remove that as an argument.
Now here's Ennis. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The open shot by Brewer, and the Lakers with another miss.
Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
Calderon has the open look. No good. That would have tied it. Dishes to Nance. And Brewer kicks to Ennis. Back to Brewer. And that one hits back iron. Cavaliers trailing. Down low, Fry. A shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Fry's got his second basket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Now here's Ennis. He's guarded by Calderon. Nance dishes to Brewer. Here's Robinson. Great D that time from Green.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
The Cavaliers on offense. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Shumpert. And it's blocked. Ennis with the ball. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's in there. And the Lakers lead by 2.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Dang against Shumpert. Korver sets the screen for Shumpert. And the wide open shot from Green. Cleveland the rebound. Here's Fry, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. LA's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And the foul on Tyler Ennis. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now here's Green. 11-point game his last outing. Kicks to Calderon. Shoots the 3. No good on the buzzer beater. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to a title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected.
He sat us down, maybe right before the first practice, and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table, and we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
No doubt about that. Dubbed the new Big Three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's advice, the sky's the limit.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
What heart and desire thus far. Really incredible nose for the ball so far in this one.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Dang. Robinson is out there with Nance. Then it's Corey Brewer. And it's Ennis in at the 1. Now here's Ennis. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Here's Robinson. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Dang gets a wide open look. Misses the 3.
Couldn't have been more wide open on that one.
Green kicks to Corver. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Corver. Thompson's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Cleveland. Ennis kicks to Nance. Inside, it's stolen by Green. Now Cleveland moving it up. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kyrie Irving is an elite offensive player at his position, but he's trying to improve his focus at the defensive end. He said, I was always that guy getting called out on film. You get tired of it after a while. It's all about effort. You want to be a guy that your teammates trust. Kevin, we know that point guard is one of the most stocked positions in the league. They need Irving to stay locked in.
Definitely a lot of responsibility at that point guard position. They don't get many nights off. Absolutely not. Thanks, D.A. That free throw missing. Well, teams like the Spurs love to generate catch and shoot jumpers, but it's awfully tough to defend a guy who can pull up off the dribble at any time. And Steve, I'm sure you like guys that can do that pull-up jump shooting with a lot of regularity. Any names come to mind, guys that stick out in that category?
Yeah, Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade, more of a mid-range jump shot. Sean Livingston, more in the mid-range. So you have a lot of guys, a variety of guys that can do that. Paul George, I like the way he can pull up the jump shots at his size.
Some guys like that station, catch it and shoot. Some guys want to think about it a little bit, will move a little bit. Then there are those other ones which run, put on the brakes, and fire away.
I was never one of those guys. I didn't have good brakes.
You know your brakes. You did not have the disc brakes, did you?
No, not
the
at all.
The anti-lock brakes are out.
Nope,
no.
Gone. Pad on pad.
A 3-ball. A rebound by the Lakers.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
He needs to regroup, catch his breath, and take some high-quality shots.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia. A stupendous finish in traffic. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket of the night. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Inside, Thompson outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. Fires from 14, and Green gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Now here is Robinson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ennis passes to Robinson. Shumpert in the corner. Up again, and there's Thompson putting it right back in. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Robinson kicks to Caldwell Pope. In the corner, Nance with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Basket good. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Calderon kicks to Green for three. And it's Calderon, that time on the assist by Green.
And if you let Calderon get set and have a good look at the basket, he's going to knock that three down consistently.
It's stolen by Calderon. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Now you look at the star trio of LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love. Smitty, how do you think the Cavs have done as far as integrating the talents of those three?
It's been a big challenge. Reason why all three of these guys are accustomed to having the basketball in their hands and getting a lot of touches. There's only one basketball, and it's not easy. It takes a lot of sacrifice, trust, and commitment. He just can't miss from the line right now. He is the guy you want taking those shots.
Ennis dishes to Dang. Here's Zubac. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw missing.
And when you're trailing, free throws become that much more important. It's much tougher to stay in a game when you're not converting.
Love's check in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Jose Calderon. And then for the Lakers, Ingram, he's checked in for Dang. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Ennis. And he's good on the second. Smitty is an NBA veteran. What were some of the things you missed the least about playing on the road?
Just trying to fill time. You know, after shoot around, you get finished around 12, and then sometimes the game is not until 7, so you don't have that much time. But those days off, everybody's at work, and you're just roaming around the city.
Yeah.
You got to really get close to your teammates, do some things like going to the movies, having dinner, and basically getting your rest.
Routine's a big deal, isn't it?
It is, and obviously the one good thing you can do is get into the weight room and work on your body on the off time and give your body some rest.
Smith against Caldwell Pope. Smith the pass to Green. He dishes it to Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
The thing about Kyrie, he has great natural balance when setting up for the jumper.
Now, here's Clarkson. 14 points from him the last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Really left alone that time. 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
He is just getting hotter as the game goes along, building on a strong start. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second quarter.
Caldwell Pope against Smith. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Green against Nance. Green dishes to James. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Lakers trail by 6. Ingram kicks to Nance. Caldwell Pope passes to Ingram. Here's Nance. Smith with the defensive effort. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. Julius Randle's checked in for Los Angeles. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
LeBron James, he's the elder statesman on this team right now. He's done a nice job of taking some of the younger guys and showing them the way.
And Steve, LeBron at times last season hinting that he may be missing some of his more experienced teammates, whether in Miami or with the U.S. national team, guys who are more his peers.
I think for him is he sets high standards, and at the end of the day, he walks the walk on the court, one of the greatest players ever. If you're his teammate, you've got to fall in line.
That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart.
And there isn't a whole lot of positive that you can take away from his performance from the mid-range game so far. A lot of chances have come up empty for him, but he seems intent on taking jumpers out there. Something's got to give.
Here's Irving. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Shooting one.
And Kyrie Irving, one of the most talented scorers, certainly, Smitty, in the NBA, but he feels the pressure, I think, to try to tighten the screws in his game defensively.
You don't get many nights off defensively at the point guard position in today's NBA. That position is very deep. No excuses, though. To be great, you've got to get it done at both ends.
Now here's Ingram. He has 7 and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Jeff Green picks one up.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
And Brandon Ingram out of Duke, drawing comparisons to Kevin Durant like KD. He's very rangy, very lanky for a perimeter point.
Yeah, and Ingram around 6'10" in shoes with that 7'3" wingspan. I mean, he's still, light weight-wise, much like KD was when he came in the league. Still, you don't see many small forwards with the standing reach of a center.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Prize checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers definitely played at a slow pace. They sped up the pace. They love the three-point shots. LeBron attacks so much in the inside, he creates a lot of open looks for the Cavs shooters to knock down threes.
And so here's Cleveland. It's a pick by Love. Irving dishes to Love. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And the Cavs no different. They're following the league trend of shooting more threes, but not the trend towards playing up tempo.
No, not at all. They still can play half-court basketball and also still knock down threes. Reason why, they have a lot of guys that can stretch her out, and they have that guy LeBron James that can break down the defense.
And so here's Cleveland after the basket by the Lakers. James left side. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Stymied again with that miss. A subpar 2 for 10 for him. And here's Clarkson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. In the corner, it's Ingram. Knocks down the 10-footer. And now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Not much else the D can do besides get a hand up. I mean, Ingram is just one of those guys who makes contested shots.
Look at that.
Nice. That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. 6 on the shot clock. Clarkson passes to Ingram. The Lakers rebound. Here's Randle. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Randall's got 10.
I thought for sure the defense was going to send that one back, but he somehow got that one up over the D and in.
And Fry kicks to Irving. The pass to Ingram to the inside. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Randall.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Irving dishes to Fry. Irving kicks to LeBron. No good from Fry.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
And that kind of tier defense is crucial to any team's success. Gotta defend the paint.
Cleveland's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And that one's good. Love.
Feathery touch in the painted area serves Love very well.
The Lakers on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Smith against Caldwell Pope. He feeds it to Clarkson. Over in the corner, Randall. 6 to shoot. Love grabs the board. Cavaliers leading. From deep, James. That falls. 8 assists by Love. Love's got 5 assists in the game.
You want to try to keep LeBron from carving you up inside, but he can tee it up from outside as well.
Here's Clarkson. Here's Zubac. No one near Randall as he lets it go. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Cleveland's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. It's a pick by Love. Now Irving. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
He really did an outstanding job setting up his teammates as well. The defense could not figure out where the ball was going to go next.
1:32 left in the first half of the game. Clarkson kicks to Ingram. They set the screen. And a missed layup.
Even though he couldn't quite convert the layup, I like him being in attack mode.
Love. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
I hope people don't forget about Kevin Love's elite numbers back in the days. Crazy numbers. 1 year he averaged 26 and 13 rebounds for the Timberwolves.
And for Kevin Love, do you think, Steve, we'll see him get back to those crazy numbers he put up with Minnesota?
You know, I don't think so. The reason why he's playing on this team where he has so many other guys that could do everything. Back in Minnesota, he had to do it all. I think for Kevin Love right now, it's about winning and being productive.
For the Cavaliers, Kyle Korver. He's checked in for James. Shumpert comes in for Smith. And it's Calderon in for Irving. Both free throws good from Love.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Randall, a screen on Calderon. Ennis kicks to Brewer. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Robinson down low. Working on Fry. Robinson misses. Now Cleveland shooting 40% from the field. And the foul on Tyler Ennis. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Cavaliers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
And Calderon, perhaps one of the best free throw shooters in the game, perhaps one of the best ever.
And Calderon drops them both. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ennis kicks to Randall. To the middle. From 11 feet away. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. Ennis has got his 2nd basket of the night. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Calderon. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect
this lead.
Ennis kicks to Randall. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Korver gets a wide open look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And that does it for the first half of play. Cleveland ahead as they end the second quarter with a 13-4 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm and we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome back as we break down all the action. What a performance so far tonight by Kevin Love. He ended up with 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 steal. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Glad to have you back with us in Cleveland as we take a look down at the outside portion of Quicken Loans Arena. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
He's played like a man possessed right now, and his team is thriving as a result.
Cleveland leading by 8. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, it's Love and Fry, the sharpshooting big men. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. And it's LeBron in at the small forward position. For Los Angeles, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And he sinks the second. Here's Irving. To the paint. Thompson passes to Smith, and it's good for 2. Smith's got the lead up to 9 now for Cleveland.
Coach Tyronn Lue played 11 years in the NBA, played for numerous teams, played for some unbelievable coaches. Phil Jackson, to name one. Played with some greats, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, Dirk Nowitzki, and the list goes on and on. He's seen it all.
Ingram dishes to Randall. Just 5 to shoot. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Irving kicks to LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And now an 11-point Cavalier lead. And Lou coached under Doc Rivers in Boston and in Los Angeles, and back in 2014 became the highest paid assistant coach in NBA history.
He was the runner-up at the time for the head coaching position. Instead, he became the associate head coach in charge of the team's defense. When the team decided to make a change, the line of succession was clear.
Randall down low. He's guarded by Love.
Great positioning to contest that shot. Love's a better defender than he gets credit for.
Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. The shot comes out. Lakers trail by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And a look here at the shot chart.
It's pretty telling when you look at the shots they're missing from mid-range. Just not shooting a high enough percentage there, and it's hurting. A lot of those misses have been heavily defended or with a high degree of difficulty. They need to take it inside, draw the contact, or get an easier look.
Here's James. 9 points in the game so far. Love outside. The 10-footer. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Clarkson with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Caldwell Pope kicks to Randall. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Lakers trail by 13. Pass to Zubac. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
That's the shot they were looking for. After 3 straight misses coming out of the break, let's see if that sparks a rally.
Now here's Irving. 12 points for him. Here's Love. And that one is off. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. To the middle, here's Randall. Buries it down low. Randall's got it back down to within single digits for the Lakers. For Cleveland, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. LeBron outside. Screen by Smith. Knocked away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Randall passes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Randall. And stolen by James. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. The offensive rebound. Here's Smith. Smith missing again. Lakers trail by 9. Feeds to Randall and stolen by Love. And now Love pushing it up and no one back to stop him. With the putback.
Good hands by Kevin Love. Then he quickly gets the ball up the court.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And you remember Kevin Love suffering the dislocated shoulder in the first round of the 2015 playoffs. Smitty, last season, really the first extended playoff run, aside from the concussion, of his career.
That had to feel good for Kevin Love, getting a chance to play in playoff basketball, and he made a difference. He was huge for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
They should consider trying to get closer to the basket. Right now, the shots they are attempting are just clanking off the basket.
Green is checked in for Kevin Love. And the Lakers also making a change. Larry Nance is checked in for Julius Randle. Irving with the steal. Cleveland leading by 11. There's Green, plenty of space. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Here's Clarkson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The quick look, no good that time.
See, that's a good look from within his range. You know he's kicking himself for missing it.
And Green gets it to go.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
No doubt. They've been the ones dictating the tempo.
Here's Caldwell Pope to end the run. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Green. How last month turned out for him, averaging 9 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. The Cavaliers leading by 14. LeBron outside, releases from 15, bounces high off the rim and drops. Green's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
And here's Clarkson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 5. Nance. Here's Zubac. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. The Cavaliers #1.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. Both shots good from the stripe.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break. Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
You know, it's been a combination of their efforts at both ends of the court. They have played a truly complete basketball game.
Here's the dish to Ingram. Pass to Zubac, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And let's check out stats for James. Just an incredible month of basketball. 5th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
Here's Clarkson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And what a solid producer Jordan Clarkson was over those first 2 seasons. Quickly adapted to the NBA style. He was named NBA All-First Team in terms of rookies. And last year, he became a much more confident shooter. I mean, despite having to fight for those minutes as they went on that serenading of Kobe Bryant, he really, I felt like, separated himself and also established that he's going to be here for the long haul.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And talking about Clarkson's early success, some people were surprised, Greg, that he lasted until the second round of the 2014 draft. Maybe that put a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
I'm shocked he didn't go in the first round. I mean, he certainly plays with a strength and a fearlessness, especially when attacking the rim. I think he does want to prove that he should be considered one of the best young guards in our league. He's certainly one of the best young mid-range shooters at the very least.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Green against Nance. Green dishes to Shumpert. Down low, and Fry kicks to Corver. Just 5 on the clock. Green, no luck. Lakers trail by 14. Here's Ingram. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Calderon, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Count it, good.
There's something to be said about putting a team on your back, trying to will it to victory. His scoring has been phenomenal this quarter.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush, there's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
And with all the heart condition absences the NBA has had in the past few years, you can't help but feel happy for Jeff Green. Steve, he had to sit out the entire 2012 season with heart issues, but it seems now that that is all behind him.
Yes, and I'm happy to see him getting a chance to play the game he loves. And like you said, one is scary, the heart condition, but also timing, sitting out the entire season. But Jeff Green looks like he's okay now.
Ennis passes to Robinson. And that's an air ball, not even close. Shoots from the baseline. That's good from Shumpert on the assist by Green.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lakers trail by 18. Robinson sets a screen for Ennis. He kicks to Robinson. The feed now to Nance. There's a screen by Robinson. Bang for 3. Doesn't go that time. And Cleveland will come the other way. Corver kicks to Green. But he stays with it.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Dang against Calderon. Passes it to Green. Lock at 6. Tipped away. It's stolen by Ennis.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy. And Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him then to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
You know, when he's in his comfort zone and he's got space, those are the results.
Calderon dishes to Shumpert. Green, the screen. Lock at 6. Shumpert against Dang. Again, the miss by Green.
If his shots were just a little more on point tonight, they'd be holding a much bigger lead right now.
Shumpert against Dang. Here's Nance. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, it's one of the most fascinating developments in professional sports over the last decade. Steve, how do you think social media has impacted how NBA players carry themselves?
You know, a lot of ways, Kevin. It has gotten a lot of players in trouble. I think also it's taken away a lot of freedom. Everywhere you go, there's cameras there. But I think also in some ways it's built a lot of these guys' brands because they have millions and millions of followers, and sometimes that can change into dollars.
Do you know what I envision after a game? Guys leaving the floor, going to the locker room, and the first thing they do is pick up their phone and look at social media to see what fans are saying about the game and more specifically about the way they were individually playing.
Kevin, you're totally right, and I think sometimes you got to just disconnect from what people are saying about you, whatever is good or bad.
Both free throws good from Nance. Cleveland leading by 14. Calderon with it. Now guarded by Ennis. Launches it. Green missing again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Green's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Now Ennis. Here is Nance. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Golden State, they've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And checking out the Lakers, they find themselves in the 8th spot.
And you know, for the Lakers, they've made a big leap forward this season. Just being in the playoff discussion marks a ton of progress from where they were at this point a year ago.
This is a much different team now, especially in terms of attitude and effort. They are competitive night in and night out. That is something we weren't saying about this team last year.
The first free throw is good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And Ennis drops them both. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Calderon with it. He's got 7 off the pick. Robinson pulls it in. Dang against Shumpert. Here's Ennis. Banked in off the glass. Ennis has got 8.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
He also understands better than most how to use angles, and that was the reason why.
Thompson, a screen on Robinson. Off the pick. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. And he recovers it. Calderon, that's for 2. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9 points in the game so far.
And when you're a guy who plays with great finishers like Thompson has, you have to learn how to distribute.
There's a screen by Robinson. Ennis kicks to Brewer. Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Brewer the pass to Day. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They led by as many as 18 points. Shumpert dishes to Calderon. Korver kicks to Shumpert. Cleveland moving the ball around. Right wing. On the wing, Korver takes the 3. But they get it back.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. The Lakers in 5th.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Love's checked in for Cleveland. Julius Randle's checked in for the Lakers. Brewer hits them both. 1:11 left in the 3rd quarter. It's a pick by Love. And Shumpert kicks to Love. The baseline J. That one rolling around and rims out.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Here's Randle. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Randle's got 4 points in the quarter. Now here's Calderon. Tight defense on him. Outside jumper. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got 3 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 13. Randle with a screen for Ennis. Dishes it to Robinson. It's stolen by Calderon. Love kicks to Calderon. Looking for Shumpert. He gets it there. Now here's Calderon. 9 points in the game so far. 14 feet away. No good off the front iron. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 13. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Lakers trail by 13, and on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. Dang out there with Ennis, and it's Robinson in at the center. Ingram passes to Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Top of the key. And the shot is long.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, it's felt like that all game. He is just aggressive and finds ways to snag rebounds out of thin air sometimes.
Shoots from 8. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Wow, how do you miss from that close? That wide open, painful.
Irving can't hit.
I like that shot for him, though. Very little defensive pressure. He typically rises up and buries that.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a whole different ball game down low when this fella's lurking around.
Kicks it to James. Thompson dishes to James. It's deflected. Lakers trail by 13. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Right side, Irving. Smith with a screen on Clarkson. Love wide open. He fires. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
He just can't get it cranked up from beyond the arc. No threes in this half after just hitting one in the first.
Randall kicks to Ingram. And Randall throws it down.
He got right where he wanted to be, and at that point, no one was going to stop him from throwing it down.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Down low. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by James. LeBron's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Stolen by Thompson. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Irving's got the ball. Here's Zubac. Stolen by Thompson. Looking to end it. Whoa!
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He was not happy with their shot selection, and he let them know about it. He said, we're taking low percentage shots, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, and work for those shots in the flow of the offense. Stay with the plan. We'll see if they can get it going.
And it's blocked. Now the Lakers on the break. And it's Ingram missing. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Smith outside. Irving sets a screen for Smith. Outside Irving. And that one is off. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Caldwell Pope with it. He's picked up by Irving. Clarkson. And the rejection by Love.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint.
And at 6'9", Ingram is constantly on the prowl for these dunks. An incredible athlete who just finishes with ease near the hoop.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Shot from 12. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. James has got 4 points in the quarter.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Exactly what he's trying to do. Take an opponent that's struggling to keep pace and just put them further in the rearview mirror.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
But what he does is uses his body extremely well to shield off the defenders from the basketball.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Irving passes to Thompson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
The toughness of Thompson powering up for the score, plus a chance to add to his total at the line.
Lakers trail by 15. And here's Clarkson. Over in the corner, Randall. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. Over to the wing. Here's Ingram. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Smith dishes to James. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Clarkson kicks to Caldwell Pope. There's the pick. To the inside. Ingram wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
Ron right side. At the elbow, Smith. Love outside. Irving passes to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 9 assists now tonight.
This is the thing about Kevin Love. He can go off on you. The talent level is there.
And the pass to Zubac.
That's exactly where they want the ball to go. He did a great job getting the ball into that position.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. Irving kicks to LeBron. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. Shoots from the line. The 3 ball. Irving misses.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
And it's Ingram missing.
Tried to lay it in against some tough defense. Probably not the best decision right there.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
First one falls for him.
The 5th pick in the 2008 draft, Kevin Love entered the league with a maturity well beyond his years.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Now Clarkson. There's a screen. Right wing. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, they're still behind in this game, but not because of his shooting. He's been lights out.
Pass to James. 17-foot shot on the way. Nance with some nice D. That one falls. 16 points for Tristan Thompson.
Refining his skill set inside, you see the work Thompson's putting into his game.
Clarkson kicks to Nance. It's tipped. Left side Irving. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
And yeah, you look at him and look at his face, his expressions. He has definitely lost his confidence.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love. There's Clarkson. He dishes it to Randall. And James pulls it down. James has got 3 rebounds now in this one. In the corner, Irving with it. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
For a player of LeBron's size to have the skills of an elite point guard, you gotta love that.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That free throw good from Randall.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Screen by Smith. James dishes to Irving. Releases. Offensive rebound. And another shot. Smith with a wide open look. It's good from long range. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
Really smoking the nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Feeds it to Randall. Lakers passing it around. Zubac no good.
That's not going to get it done.
Inside, and Thompson throws it down.
And this is where Thompson likes to get his touches, right at the basket.
Here's Randall, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. Well, there have always been big markets and smaller markets in the NBA, but it seems, Steve, that the league has found a proper balance to give small markets or mid-markets a chance every year to succeed.
Yeah, I think so. I think players are doing a nice job right now in free agency. A lot of these guys are going to smaller markets, and when they're there, they're not changing. They're not running for the big lights anymore. So we kind of having a somewhat of a balance right now, Kevin.
Like LaMarcus Aldridge comes to mind. Could have gone to Los Angeles, wanted to, the Lakers wanted him badly. He chose a smaller market like San Antonio. Now, granted, a historically good franchise, but a smaller market.
Yeah, and I think guys are doing that. I think it's more about winning versus where you're playing and where you stand.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Kyrie Irving, former #1 overall draft pick, rookie of the year, multiple all-star games, gold medalist. He has his own signature shoe, and yet I think he still has room to even get better.
He hits the second from the line. And Kyrie Irving says he'd like to take on more of a leadership role that can be tricky sometimes when you're a guy playing with the superstar like LeBron James.
Yes, because he's obviously one of those leaders that he's been in place as a leader, one of the best players. But I think Kyrie Irving is trying to learn from LeBron and take more of a leadership role. You can do that. You can have 2 leaders on a team.
Clarkson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Good D by Thompson. Cleveland leading by 22. LeBron James on the wing, covered by Nance. LeBron drives in, lays it up and in on the nice reverse. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
Defensively, you want to take away LeBron's driving lanes, but his speed and power still went out.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a whole different ball game down low when this fella's lurking around.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jeff Green is checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for James. And it's Calderon in for Smith. Now here's Ennis. He's guarded by Calderon. Los Angeles with another miss. And the call will go against Thomas Robinson. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. We see it practically every game. A player picks up a few quick fouls and has to change how they play. Steve, just how drastic of a mentality change is it when you're playing in foul trouble?
Well, it takes away a little bit of your aggressiveness. And I think also you have to rely on your teammates, especially if you're in foul trouble. Especially for star players, you want to keep them around. So a lot of times the coach will say, hey, go double team so the star player or players won't pick up the next foul.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Love.
Tonight we saw the character and personality he plays with. He was part of just about everything that was going on out there. You can't find any weak spots in the game he played here. He was doing it all.
It's stolen. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. The Lakers rebound. Robinson misses. Now here's Calderon. D right on him. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Love. For some guys, a double-double is a great night, but he makes it a regular occasion, and it's an occasion his teammates never get tired of seeing.
Well, I saw the look in his eye, Ernie. The look was, I don't care what the rest of you do. I'm not letting us down. Move, give me the ball. I'm going to deliver. I got a great attitude, about to give you a great performance. Follow me.
On a night like this, you just have to marvel at the things that Kevin Love can do. Inside, outside, he was everywhere, and there was nothing they could do to stop him. You got to love the huge contribution he gave them tonight.
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. See you again soon.